Do you sometimes feel scattered, overwhelmed, a little off? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple and practical spells to help you become more grounded, calm, and focused. Hi, my name is Sandra. I've been on the witchcraft path now for around 35 years. I am the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help other witches who are struggling to know where to start or how to deepen their practice to integrate magic into their lives on a daily basis so that you can feel connected to who you truly are, your inner witch and your inner power. And I love doing really quick and practical spells or magical work or using techniques to help me feel more centered, to feel more calm when I am feeling frazzled, which I often do. And just a simple candle lighting spell, just working with a quick on-the-fly sigil can just help you calm down. It can help ground you, and it can also keep you feeling more safe and more protected, particularly if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed by what's going on around you and by other people. Sometimes you can just feel like you're just not safe, and so a quick sigil or knowing that you've got some helpful rosemary there to help keep you safe and clear at the same time can be really, really beneficial, because you're a witch, so why not use the powers of the craft to make your life easier on a daily basis. Now, if you love doing spells and you love doing magic and you want to become better at being a spellcaster, I have a free PDF called the Spellcaster Checklist, and that tells you the most important aspects of spellcasting and gives you a checklist that you can look through to make sure that you are doing the right things to make your spells more of a success. There's a link in the description field below this video, and you can also find the Spellcaster Checklist on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. This spell is a simple rosemary pouch. This is to help soothe anxiety and to help you feel more grounded and more stable. Rosemary is a beautiful herb to help you feel clear and safe at the same time. It's a protection herb. It's a herb that you can use to stain or to smudge your home or the area around you, because it does have very strong qualities of protection. But it can also help you ground, because it's got a very grounding scent to it, and it can help you get clear. It can help you with your memory. So it's a wonderful herb just to calm you down and center yourself so that you can feel safe. For this spell, all you need is some rosemary. I've got fresh rosemary here. You could use dried rosemary. I have a cloth or a handkerchief, actually, so you can use a piece of cloth or use a handkerchief, and I'm using some ribbon, but you could use some string. So after you cleanse your space, bring your attention to what you're wanting to achieve. Here you're wanting to calm the mind down, you're wanting to ground yourself and become clear, as well as feel safe and secure. So if you can't imagine what that would feel like, take your mind back to a time in the past when you did feel that way, and tune into that memory and how that memory makes you feel. And once you've tuned into that, it's time to make your pouch. So sprinkling the rosemary into the center of your cloth, a herb of rosemary, strong, stable, protect me, keep me safe, relieve me from all anxieties. Smell the scent of the rosemary, charge it up, imagining energy coming out from the palms of your hands and feeling the heat come from the palms of your hand. And just hover your hands over the top and say these words: Rosemary wise, clear my mind. Let peaceful thoughts be all I find. And feel into that sense of peace, of ease, of safety, and just focus on that for about 2 minutes. And when you're done, you want to take the corners of your cloth or handkerchief and tie your pouch with your ribbon, and you're good to go. And you can take this with you wherever you go. If it's a nice thin fabric, you'll be able to smell the rosemary through it and really inhale the scent of the rosemary. Breathe in for 4, hold your breath for 2 counts, and then breathe out for 6. If you do that about 9 times, breathing in the rosemary as you go, you will find that you will start to calm down and your nervous system will settle and you will feel more grounded. This next spell is to help focus your energy, to clear any mental fog that you have so that you can start to feel more calm and more clear at the same time. I'm going to be using lavender oil this time to anoint the candle. It's a simple white candle spell, and the idea of this spell is to focus on the candle flame. Even just the act of focusing on the candle flame for about 5 to 10 minutes is going to help ground you and focus your attention. So you're bringing in the relaxation, you're bringing in the focus, you're bringing in that clarity. Place your candle on the candle holder, light the candle. Now as you look at the flame, say the following. With this flame my mind is clear. Chaos fades and calm draws near. And just focus on the flame. Keep your attention on the flame. Become amazed by the flame, the color of the flame, the way it moves, the shape of the flame. You could even imagine you are the flame. The idea is to give your mind one thing and one thing only to focus on, and that is the flame, so that you're not thinking of anything else. And when your mind wanders, which it will, come back to looking at the flame. This is an old concentration exercise that's used a lot in beginner witchcraft, but it's very, very powerful because it's a hard thing to do. It's not easy. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and you can start to look at what does distract you. What do you feel when you feel you're going to be distracted? What's so difficult about staring at a candle flame? And observe yourself and watch yourself as you do this. This next spell is a very simple spell, and it's a great one to do because when we're stressed we often feel like having something to eat or drink. And if you're one of those people who likes to have something when you're feeling stressed going into your mouth and into your stomach, then boil yourself up some chamomile tea or some peppermint tea and let it brew, and then when you're ready to drink the tea, you want to stir the tea, and as you're stirring it, you're wanting to bring in more energy, more focus once again, and calm. When you're stirring your tea and doing a spell, if you're in the northern hemisphere, stir clockwise. If you're in the southern hemisphere, stir anti-clockwise. And in this spell, I'm going to stir anti-clockwise because I'm in the southern hemisphere. So when you're ready to drink your tea, focus on the scent of the tea, the smell of the chamomile or the smell of the peppermint. And just allow that aroma to just go through your body. What does that scent smell like? What does it feel like? And then when you're ready, take your cup, start stirring, and then say this spell. With every sip, I gain clear sight. My path is calm, my mind is light. And you can repeat that spell over and over again as a mantra. And when you say that spell, say it into the cup so that the energy and the vibration of your words goes into the cup. This next spell is a spell that I've used a lot when I was working in a corporation. I often didn't feel safe. And I think a lot of people in the workplace don't feel safe these days because there's a lot of pressure on you to be perfect and perform perfectly. If you get anything wrong, often you can feel like you're just going to get attacked and guilted and shamed over what it is that you've done wrong. So in this spell, it's a simple sigil spell where you write down a phrase. It could be, I am at peace, or in this case, I'm writing down, I am protected and safe. So whatever phrase you're wanting, it could be, I am peace, I am clear, or I am at peace, I am clear. You can write those things down. I'm going to use I am protected and I am safe. So you write this down, and then you want to cross out all of the letters that are the same, that repeat. So in the sentence, I am protected and safe, there are no other I's, so I keep the I. There's another A, so I cross the A out. There's no other M's, so I leave that. There's no other P's, so I leave the P. There's no other R's, so I leave the R. There's no other O's, so I leave the O. There is another T, so I cross the 2 T's out. There are other E's, so I cross all of the E's out. And there aren't any C's, so I leave the C. There's no N, so I leave the N. There are D's, so I cross out the D. There's no other S's, there's no other F's. There's no other S's, there's no other F's. And so I write those letters down underneath. I am PRONSF. And out of those letters, I'm going to just do a little doodle, which is actually the sigil. So I'm going to do a line for the I. I'm going to make it a P. I'm going to put a little line down for the R. I'm going to do an S and then another M, and I'll leave it at that for the sigil. You can decorate the sigil however you like. You can abstract it as much as you like. You don't have to use all the letters, and it doesn't have to look like it's even letters. Use your creativity and your artistry with this. When you've got it the way you want it and you feel that it's representing what it is that you want it to represent, all you have to do is then transfer it to the palm of your hand. And there's my sigil. And you can carry this with you wherever you go. Of course, you don't have to write it on the palm of your hand. You could very, very easily just put it on a piece of paper and carry it with you in your wallet or in a pocket. So you might want to put it on some nice parchment or some fabric, decorate it and turn it into a talisman or a charm. Because this is simple magic that's kind of magic on the fly, just putting it on the palm of your hand is great. What I used to do when I was working was I'd just write it on a piece of paper and then stick that piece of paper in my drawer, or I'd blue tack it under my desk. And I found that doing this sort of sigil magic on the fly was a really powerful way of doing sigil magic. In fact, it's the most successful way of doing sigil magic for me. I find if I labour too long over a sigil and I'm thinking too much about it, what it should look like and what letters I should be using, that it's not as powerful. But if I just go, okay, I've got to do this on the fly, I'm just going to pick a few letters that resonate with the sense of safety and protection, and then I'll just go boom, 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 done, put it on me, and that's it. That's the sigil. And I found that to be incredibly effective. Now this ritual is a way of helping you feel more cleansed and grounded. You're going to be cleansing your energy field doing this, and it's so easy and so quick to do. If you can't do it in public, you can always go to a restroom and do it there, but it will give you a sense of cleansing your energy. And if you do feel that there's a lot of stress in the atmosphere around you, particularly if there's a lot of people around and they're stressed out too, you can use this to cleanse your energy and ground yourself. Start with taking 4 counts on an in-breath, hold for 2, and let go for 6. And as you do that, imagine once again you have energy coming out of the palms of your hand, and feel the warmth of that energy coming out from the palms of your hand. You take your in-breath, and on the out-breath, you're just going to bring your hands around your aura, around your body, all the way down to the ground. And then when you get to your feet, you're going to just throw or direct the energy away from you. So on the out breath, you go all the way down your body till you reach your feet, and then you just allow the energy to dissipate. Do it again on the out breath. And that energy that's coming from the palms of your hands, you could imagine it's a white energy, it could be a golden energy, a green healing energy, blue energy, whatever you associate with calm and cleansing. Imagine that color coming out of the palms of your hand and just going around your aura, and then just allowing it when you get to your feet and just letting it go. You can do that as many times as you feel the need to do it. And at the end, when you finish doing that, just give your hands a shake so that you're shaking out the energy. When animals are stressed, they shake. You've probably seen your dog or your cat have a little bit of a shake after something. Dogs particularly, they do a lot of shaking because they do get stressed very easily, and they just shake it out. So shaking your body is also a great way of relieving yourself of stress. Use these 5 rituals to help you ground and center so that you're not feeling so frazzled or overwhelmed, because we live in a world where there is so much overwhelm and so much cause to feel stressed and not safe that we need to use our magic just to help us go through life. And this is bringing magic into your life on a daily basis. And this is what I teach in the Mystery Witch School, is how to find your inner witch. Know that you can use your witch tools in your life daily and make your life a sacred life, transforming a mundane workaday world into a sacred world, a place where you can really shine your witch light in the world and be who you truly are. And that's what I love to teach in the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. So if you do want to learn witchcraft with me so that you can connect to who you truly are, connect to your path, learn the craft in a way you're feeling it's at the right pace, that you don't have to be so overwhelmed anymore about what to do, where to start. All of that is there for you. All you have to do is apply yourself to the exercises and the practices and the learning, and you'll start to discover and tap into the witch within you and integrate magic into your life on a daily basis. So that's the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can join that, and you can also find it on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. So let me know in the comments field, which of these 5 practices would you like to do the next time you're feeling frazzled and overwhelmed? If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Blessed be.